everyone, and welcome back to the Losers Lounge podcast here, wherever you're listening, whatever time you're listening, and it is good to be on the air, and it's been a little while since we did one of these 2-for-1 episodes, but you know what? It feels right to do it here, because we've got two massive wrestling shows to talk about. That, of course, being All Elite Wrestling's Dynasty and TNA's Rebellion. Ooh. I tell you, looking at these two cards, they are very, very stacked. So we've got a fair bit to talk about, but of course, we can't talk about it alone. So, of course, we got to introduce the crew, and of course, what no better person to talk all these shows than the HeelBalor's HeelBalor!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The HeelBalor is back on the channel. Honestly, I'm looking forward to a big wrestling weekend. A few days ago was my birthday, which was Tuesday. So happy birthday to me. I'm 30 now, which is literally insane. Life is going great. Just as you guys know, last week, I had to kind of skip out a little bit on the podcast. My friend was in labor and all that. Well, happy to let you guys know. She has had a baby girl. She's doing great. Both mother and daughter are doing very fine. And it's great. So, I'm an uncle now. Very, very happy. I had my birthday a few days ago. I'm happy. It's great to be back on the channel. Great to be back talking professional wrestling. I'm ready. Let's get into it. Great to be back.
Oh, yeah. Always good. And congratulations to him, man. That's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Like, it
Thank you.
legit is. But, of course, alongside of him, we gotta bring in our man who... I tell you, there is a man who is an expert on all things games. I think I know who to call if I need be. That being the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is I, the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000, back here again on the Losers Lounge podcast, and I was going to continue the bit, but I don't have the episode number in front of me, but I know we're only a handful away from, well, you know.
Oh, no.
Six.
Oh, no.
Episode
He said
episode 167. It's right around the corner, and I'm gonna hit the 6-7 wide, Stone Cold style. But yes, I am very, very excited to talk about TNA Rebellion and AEW Dynasty when worlds collide, as Power Man 5000 once said. And this is set to be a great podcast talking about two great wrestling shows this weekend and next weekend for WrestleMania, as we're going to be talking about as well. WrestleMania weekend is stacked as hell. I won't go into too much detail on that until next week's podcast, but holy jumping shitballs is next week also stacked as fuck, not just for WrestleMania, but for a lot of other shit that, like I said, I will elaborate further on. I will pontificate further on, if you will, next week for the WrestleMania podcast. But goddamn, this week is also stacked as hell.
Oh, yeah, it really is stacked. This time of year for professional wrestling is always the most stacked, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just to let you guys know as well, in case you guys are wondering, oh, hey, wasn't there someone else who was gonna be joining you guys? Well, our buddy Christian Maracle, he is busy dealing with some serious pain and that kind of thing, so he decided to take this one off, but, you know, we wish you the very best, man, and hope you recover as soon as possible, because goddamn, we fucking love you, mate. We really do. So, yeah, but, oh, man, we've got a fair bit to get through, so I think we're going to start things off with TNA's Rebellion live from Ohio. I believe it would be... if I get my corrected here. Yes, Cincinnati, Ohio. With, actually, not Cincinnati, Cleveland. God damn it, I'm getting my Ohio's confused.
O-H-I-O! Where does TNA stop? Nobody knows. Probably in my ass. What?
You mean down your ass?
Oh, Lord.
Down my ass, base style 6-7 on the skibbity toilet.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, Cleveland, Ohio has got themselves some Rebellion, and it is going to be fun. So I think we're going to start things off, of course, as ever, non-title action. And you know what? I think we're going to start things off with a little bit of a interesting matchup here, because it is a hardcore country 6-person tag team match as the team of Mickie James, ODB, and Terran Terrell take on the Elegance brand. Legit, no joke, this match is probably like the most random ass match I think I have ever seen be booked on like a major wrestling show in a long time. But you know what? Sign me the fuck up. I mean, you've got 6 ladies who can definitely go, so, well, not exactly 100% sure about that statement, but still, you got 6 ladies who can potentially go, so, you know what? This should be fun. This should be silly fun, and you know what? We like a bit of silly fun, but what is a hardcore country match? I don't know. I don't think we know, so I guess we're gonna have to find out together. I'm HeelBalor. What do you make of the hardcore country match?
This seems like a pretty fun match. Again, I'm a guy who doesn't really watch that much of TNA. I have cable and stuff like that. Plus, I have a busy life. But I haven't really seen clips, honestly. So I'm going into this show completely blind. So, I have no idea what a hardcore country street fight is. I guess it's like you're gonna be fighting on the farm. Obviously that's not the case, but a lot of just chaos and just wild stuff that's gonna happen during this match. I'm not a fan of the Elegance brand, especially Dana Brooke. No, just no. Better than that, in all seriousness, it's cool to see, Taryn Terrell. I remember her from back in the day. ODB, I remember seeing her in 2010 and her little tag team thing with Eric Young, and they were Knockouts tag champs. That's my memory of her. Oh my gosh. And her rival Velvet Sky. Yes, I'm an old school TNA guy. Just this goes way back, folks. And of course, Mickie James, a legit legend out there. I don't have much to say about this one, but I do have the faces going over in this one. Mickie James, Taryn Terrell, and ODB. Should be some fun stuff in this match, but that's why I got with this one.
Very interesting. I mean, hey, if there's anyone who we can trust for old school TNA knowledge, we'd definitely be trusting you, HeelBalor, here. We definitely would be. Beast.
Well, I started watching 2009, so.
Oh,
there you
yeah. Beast, what do you make of the hardcore country match?
So, using context clues, I think dude, it's like when WWE does like a Donnybrook match or like, I don't know, like a fucking sex shop street fight. Like, there's going to be like weapons akin to like what you would find. Like, the Donnybrook match has like barrels of alcohol or whatever at ringside. Like, a sex shop street fight would have dildos and all that kinky shit, which I would be here for. Hey, you need a guy to wrestle one of those. It's me. 6, 7. So using context clues, I gotta say that a hardcore country street fight's gonna have like cowbells and fucking like bull whips and like bull ropes and fucking blah 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 and cattle prods and all that. It's fucking cow skulls and all that shit at fucking ringside. Like, it's gonna be super campy and super gimmicky. And I have said I'm not a huge fan of the campy. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. I do not know what they're barking at. They're just barking for whatever the fuck. Hi, I'm like halfway across the house, so I don't know exactly what. I don't know if you can hear them. I don't know what they're barking. I don't know if the mailman's outside. All right. It's probably an animal outside they're barking at. It was Ellie and Milo, by the way. Milo was the dog that we rescued. Neither here nor there. Going off on a tangent. I am full on it because, like I've said, I'm not a huge fan of the more campy no disqualification stipulations, right? Like, I've said that with WWE, said it with AEW, and I'll say it with TNA too. Like, this, it's definitely going to be very tongue-in-cheek, and I don't know if I'm going to love some of the spots. I don't know if I'm going to love how campy it's going to be, because with the campiness of this kind of gimmick match, you can really go super tongue-in-cheek and make it dumb, or you can go just enough tongue-in-cheek and really ramp up the hardcore spots where it's like, oh, I get it. It's a reference to this, and this is why they're using this, without it seeming overly contrived and bullshit. Do I trust them to do that? Time will tell. It's gonna be fun. If it's way overly campy, I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, I get it. Can we wrap this up, please? But it at least does look like it's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. You can do it in the right. Campy humor can be done in the right way. Hopefully, they do it in the right way, and I hope they will, because this sounds like a lot of fun. I do have the faces going over. I love that Mickie James is back. Love that Taryn Terrell is back, and love that ODB's back. Fuck yeah. Also an old school TNA mark. I definitely have them going over. The Elegance brand is fine. They're all right. I think the faces are going to carry them. Absolutely. And I do think this is going to be a lot of fun, but I definitely have, Mickie James, ODB, and Taryn Terrell going over here in the hardcore country street fight. It's going to be a lot of fun, but don't make it overly dumb and campy, please. Like, make it just enough campy where it's enjoyable.
I mean, that is definitely fair on that sort of stance, of course. Like, everyone has a different taste in wrestling, and that is absolutely fair.
There's a line.
Yeah, there's always a line there, folks. For me, honestly, as I've said like a fair few times, I keep up with TNA whenever I can. Obviously, I try my best to, but sometimes there can be some blind spots in there, and this is definitely a blind spot for me. Just seeing this pop up on the match card, I'm like, what? Because, like, of course, the TNA Legends here, they made their sort of return to the company. I believe it's Sacrifice? Yeah, it was Sacrifice that they made their return, and it was quite a shocker. Like, it was quite a shocker, folks. I didn't expect it. All of us didn't expect it. Nobody expected it. And, well, hey, putting them in a matchup like this, I mean, yeah, why not? Just a super silly little match that could be a great little opener for the show sort of thing, potentially. Who really knows? But it's definitely an interesting one. Elegance brand. Oh, God. I'm glad... If they're still the bloody tag champions, I'm gonna be pissed, but the bloody Mr. Elegant shit just ruined me with them. Just, goddamn, fucking Mr. Elegance. That shit was stupid. Actually stupid. But, honestly, it's always good to see the legends. Taryn Terrell is someone who I'm not as familiar with as such. ODB, I am a bit familiar with. I'm familiar with, like, the legacy that ODB has had in TNA, but not too familiar with her in-ring work, myself sort of thing. But of course, Mickie James, very familiar with what Mickie James is all about. She is fan-freaking-tastic and a true legend for the company. Like, whenever TNA needs a legend to come on in and do something, they always love bringing in Mickie James. And I mean, fair enough, because Mickie James is awesome. So, yeah, who have I got weighing this? Well, considering the fact that this is a specific stipulation related to one of the competitors in this match, I gotta go with the TNA Legends. I think it's gonna be an open and shut case. TNA Legends get the win, feel good victory, and yeah, it's just nice to see the TNA Legends just get involved in something here. So, yeah, I've got the TNA Legends. I just think it makes all the sense in the world. But this next matchup, I don't know if it makes any sense, but okay. It is Special Agent Zero taking on Moose. This is weird. This is a really weird pick. I mean, you've got Moose, someone who was recently betrayed by his friends, by his fellow group sort of thing. And then you've got Special Agent Zero. Well, what the fuck even is a Special Agent Zero? It's reminding me of that one fucking Disney Junior show, or whatever the fuck that was. Like, can't remember it.
Special Agent Oso.
Yeah, that's the one. Why the fuck am I reminded of that? But seriously, though, this is. I think we know how this is gonna play out. So, Base, I'm gonna go with you. What do you make of Zero versus Moose?
I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3. What are we talking about?
Moose versus Special Agent Zero.
Oh, the Moose versus Special Agent Oso, dude. It's the fucking the match that has two animals in it. It's a moose versus a bear. This is fucked up, bro. Dude, I man, is the bear gonna go over? Is the moose gonna go over? This is fucking great, bro. I said, okay, this card is stacked. This is a match, one of the only matches I do not give two flying fucks about. Like, and that's saying as a person that, because of classes and work, I haven't been able to watch TNA a lot recently, so I haven't super kept up with what they're doing, but I've like watched like what they're doing a little bit on like Twitter and Instagram and shit. This match I don't care about, and I went into this show kind of blind, and I'm like, man, this show is looking sick, except for like two matches on the card, and I think the other one is the fucking Eric Young match, him and Elias or whatever. I'm kind of indifferent on that one too, but this one I really just don't. Plays Black Ops 3. Well, this is going on. Maybe I'll you know what? Maybe I'll play some. If anybody's familiar with the Outlaw games, like Outlaw Golf, Outlaw Volleyball, if you're not familiar, that they're sports games where you play volleyball or golf or whatever as strippers. So might be one of those. That's based. You know, last podcast I said I was going to play some Twilight Princess. I haven't got to play Twilight Princess in a little bit still because of college classes and homework, work, and all that shit. So maybe I'll play Twilight Princess while this is going on. Who knows? I really don't care. I got my GameCube match, bro, or my Xbox, my original Xbox. Yeah, that's probably who's gonna win. I literally don't care.
Yeah, that is definitely fair enough to go for.
It's a moose versus a bear.
And then again, I know a few bears in wrestling who would be way better than fucking Special Agent Zero over here. I mean,
one of them is on the card for the show.
Yeah. Hell, I'd rather fucking Shay Cassidy come out with fucking Barnaby than this. I'd rather that. HeelBalor, I'll ask you here. What do you make of bloody Moose versus Zero?
You know, there are a lot of things in wrestling I can take, but one of them is like, you know, just random shit that happens. And this is one of those things where it's like, why is it happening? Why? You want my answer on who's going to win this match? My PS4 is going to win this match. I'm going to be playing, you know, GTA 5. I'm going to be playing, you know, The Sims. I'm going to be freaking just doing other things instead of watching this mess. I don't really care.
Uncharted.
Yes, shout out to Uncharted. Big shout out. This man knows what's up.
Little
I'll be
Big
playing
Planet?
Uncharted. That Little Big Planet. Yep. Playing some UFC and all that. You know, I could get my gaming console out right now, even though I'm outside, and just start, you know, plug up in a random TV in the street, then watch this match. I don't care who's gonna win. I don't know. Don't really care, I guess. Moose, I guess. I don't know. Moose. I don't know who the Special Agent Zero is. I guess, you know, Special Agent Oso out here. Yes, people I know by Disney. Leave me alone. Anyways, yeah, it's Moose. There you go. Don't care.
So Special Agent Zero, also just to let you know who he is. He's the fucking Mustafa Ali's posse. He's the big guy that wears a suit.
Oh my gosh.
He's the big motherfucker, the 6'6" dude.
Thought you were about to say 6'7".
6'7"?
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god, indeed. Yeah, this match is definitely. This is the what the fuck kind of match. This is the LOL TNA of matches here, folks. Just LOL TNA. And I mean, hey, we love TNA for LOL TNA, but this is too far in the LOL TNA camp. Like, this on a pay-per-view? Like, this is not a TNA Plus special, folks. This is not one of those TNA Plus specials. This is a proper pay-per-view. So, including this on a traditional bloody pay-per-view makes no fucking sense. Makes no sense. Honestly, the only way I see this match going is that Moose immediately spears the shit out of him. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's the match. Just do a fucking squash. And yes, I know squash matches on pay-per-view are not great, but fuck it. There you go. Moose wins. Just Moose wins. And that's it. Oh, Lord. But maybe this next match might be better as, ooh, Nick Nemeth's in this next match. Everybody likes a bit of Nick Nemeth, and who's he facing? Oh. AJ Francis. Fucking great. Nick Nemeth versus AJ Francis. Out of any kind of match that you want to put on a pay-per-view, that this is what you choose. Oh, okay, then maybe this might be an interesting story to it, but as we've said multiple times, we do try our best to keep up with TNA, but we can't really keep up as much as we can, but yeah, this one also makes a bit of no sense to be on this card, but at least it gets Nick Nemeth on the card. At least. So I'm HeelBalor, I guess. What do you make of Nick Nemeth versus bloody AJ Francis?
Dolph Ziggler can make anything look good. That's what I like about him. He's a great seller, a great wrestler. I'm so glad he got to be World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE. I'm so glad he got to be NXT Champion, TNA World Champ, multi-time tag champ. I love Dolph Ziggler. Like, oh, Nick Nemeth. Come on, people. The dude, regardless if it's Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, same person. He's freaking incredible. And he can literally make anything look good, in my opinion. Or almost anything. And he's going to make AJ Francis look good because AJ Francis is just, eh. He's all right. Dolph Ziggler can make anything look good because that's what he does. I think this is going to be, because it has Ziggler in it. Yes, I'm a Ziggler fanboy. I love the guy. It's going to be fun. And I think he's going to win this match. Why is he involved with this whole thing with AJ Francis? I have no idea. So that's all I'm going to say about this. Dolph Ziggler is going to win. Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, whatever his name is, he's winning. He's here to show the world. And come on, man. Shout out to Ziggler.
I mean, hey, you are right on that front. Nick Nemeth, he can make anybody look good. Not sure when it comes to AJ Francis, but I think we're going to have to find out. Beast, what do you make of Nick Nemeth versus AJ Bloody Francis?
See, this match I actually kind of care about because I'm a David Goliath guy, right? Like, I love a good David Goliath match, and Nick Nemeth is a fantastic bumper and seller. He can make anybody look good, and I don't want to say mark my words, but I have a feeling he's probably going to make AJ Francis look good too. It's a chore to do it, but if there's anybody that can, it's Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler, because this dude, I'm also a Ziggler fanboy, is one of the greatest professional wrestlers of the modern era. I know that's a hot take sometimes, but he is. He's so fucking good. Underrated as shit. I do have Nemeth going over. I do want to see him bump his ass off, though. And I think this is going to be a fun David Goliath. I don't like AJ Francis, really. I used to when he was in Hit Row. I mean, we've talked about it on the pod before. But man, I really think this is going to be one of AJ Francis's strongest matches because he's facing Ziggler. Because Ziggler can carry him and make him look good, while also, hopefully, going over. If AJ Francis goes over, that's fine too. I'm sure Ziggler's going to make him look good, and that's whatever, dude. I would have Ziggler go over, though. I think it's going to be fun. I really do, and I got Ziggler going over. And I just have him bumping his ass off, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I actually am going to probably thoroughly enjoy this match because of the more David Goliath aspect and how much Ziggler can make somebody look good.
Oh, that is definitely a fair way to look at it. It's definitely true. Nick Nemeth can work his ass off for anybody. Even if it is someone like fucking AJ Francis, folks. Oh, boy. Yep, of course, when we talk about AJ Francis here, you know, I'm just gonna say this. Francis, put the fucking fries in the bag. In fact, I think AJ Francis might have messed up Will's food order earlier. I think he might have. Bloody AJ Francis, always ruining things. Ugh. Yeah, I am not a fan of AJ Francis. I think he is an annoying prick that needs to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I don't need to see your bitch ass anywhere. In fact, honestly, if he shows up at the fucking WSW shows later in the year, he is gonna get a fucking talking to, folks. Yeah, fucking AJ Francis. But, hey, it's Nick Nemeth. At least it's a Nick Nemeth match, because Nick Nemeth is fucking awesome, folks. We've said a lot here, but he just is. Like, he's proven himself to be one of the best wrestlers of the generation, sort of thing. And honestly, he is the kind of guy that you can make face of a company. Like, you really can. I mean, heck, TNA did that. They did that, and that worked out pretty well for them. So, yeah, honestly, it's an open and shut case to me on this one. I've got Nick Nemeth winning. I think it makes all the sense in the world for Nick Nemeth to get the win, and yeah, just simple as that. But this next matchup, I don't know if it will be simple as that, but should be an interesting one at least. It is Elijah taking on Frankie Kazarian. Yeah, a little bit of Frankie Kazarian, and honestly, you can't have a TNA show without a TNA legend like Frankie Kazarian. I mean, yeah, TNA has proven it many times that you can, but then again, this is TNA we're talking about. The same company that thought a reverse battle royal was a good idea. Or even a reverse ladder match. We don't talk about those reverse matches. But still, I mean, Frankie Kazarian getting involved in action. Elijah, always good to have Elijah on the card, so should be quite an interesting one, I will say. I'm Beast, what do you make of Kazarian versus Elijah?
Did I say Frankie Kazarian earlier when I mentioned this? I don't remember exactly what I said, but this was the match I was talking about that I also don't really give a shit about. And that's a shame, because I love me some fucking Frankie Kazarian. I don't know if I said Frankie Kazarian. I don't know if I misspoke his name. I don't know what I said. I was literally playing Black Ops, and I'm still playing Black Ops 3. Fuck new Call of Duty, by the way. Black Ops 4 sucks dick. Black Ops 5 sucks dick. Black Ops 6 sucks dick. Black Ops 7, I'd rather get a fucking root canal. I am still playing Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. And get fucked. Also,
Agreed.
Call of Duty Ghosts is very base.
Fucking agreed with that. Last good COD was
super
Ghost.
Base. Super fucking base. Well, okay, I'd say the last good Call of Duty story-wise was Advanced Warfare. Like, Advanced Warfare was fantastic. The last good Call of Duty, like, local play-wise, like, that shit was a lot of fun. And the campaign was alright. It was just kind of stale. It was fucking World War II. I think the last good Call of Duty zombies-wise was probably Cold War. I loved the open world, like, zombies shit that, like, it wasn't online yet before fucking Activision was like, hey, let's make this open world zombies all online and ruin it. Like, thanks, Activision, dickheads. Anyway, tangent. Yeah, I really don't care about this match. And that's a shame, because I do love me some fucking Frankie Kazarian. Elijah's cool, too. I used to be heavy over on Elias when he was in WWE. He's fine now. It's definitely not 2017, 2018 anymore. It's a shame that I don't care about a Frankie Kazarian match. And it's a shame that I'm probably going to end up playing some video games through this, because I do like Frankie Kazarian. But if they win me over during this match, I'll be glancing over. If they win me over during this match with the storytelling they can tell in the ring during the match with some of the spots, rad. I'll watch it and I'll stop playing whatever I'm playing. But if it's stale, I'm going to keep playing what I'm playing. Yeah. But hey, they might win me over. You know, they might. And it's Frankie Kazarian. He's pretty well capable of doing that. Frankie Kazarian is also one of the greatest professional wrestlers ever. Like, he's also incredibly underrated. I need to see him and Nick Nemeth go 60 minutes in an Iron Man match, please. But it's a shame I don't really care about a Kazarian match. But hey, we're going to find out if they win me over or not. But as of right now, meh. I see Kazarian going over. I wouldn't be shocked if Elijah does, though. But I see Kazarian going over.
That is definitely fair. And you did say earlier that it was Eric Young before, but that's not the case. It is Kazarian, not Eric
Eric Young, my bad. I don't know why I said Eric Young. I meant Frankie Kazarian. Hey man, bald white guys.
Yeah, what do you expect? There's so many bald wrestlers out there, it can get confusing.
Bald white wrestlers too. Like,
we're gonna get to some more bald wrestlers later, but for now, HeelBalor, what do you make of Frankie Kazarian versus Elijah?
I mean, it's just there, honestly. I like Kazarian. Been a big fan of him since 2009. Dude's awesome. Elias, yeah, he cool. I'm kind of with Beast as well. I used to be a pretty big, I wouldn't say big fan, but a fan when he's in the WWE. And, now that he's Elijah and all that, for what I have been seeing, he's alright. It's one of those matches where it's like, again, I'll be just probably paying attention more to my TV and playing my video games than watching the actual match. I'm going to go with Kazarian to get the win, though, on this one.
You know what? That is definitely a fair way to look at it. And honestly, I can definitely agree with you guys in a lot of fronts of this match. Like, it's gonna at least be interesting to see how they sort of clash. I mean, it's Frank Kazarian. He never really has, like, a bad match sort of thing. And, like, Elijah is, I think, good. Yeah, he ain't for everybody, but he is definitely fun to watch, at least. And he definitely gets the crowd going with his mic work and such, so I'm at least intrigued to see how Kazarian and Elijah go. I'm at least intrigued by that. I've got Kazarian winning. I think overall it just makes all the sense in the world for Kazarian to get another big win here, so yeah, just nice and easy. Give it to Kazarian. Simple as that. But now we get to the title matches, and there are 5 championships on the line on this show, and oh boy, there is some good stuff here, especially when we get to the X Division Championship match, as the youngest in charge, Leon Slater, defends against Cedric Alexander. Not exactly a match I would have expected them to do here, but you know what? Sign me the fuck up, because, I mean, we know what these two are like. We know what these two are capable of. This is gonna be some good X Division shit. This is gonna be what we like to see here. So, HeelBalor, I'm gonna start with you here. What do you make of Leon Slater versus Cedric Alexander for the X Division title?
Oh my gosh. So we're doing myself versus who?
Cedric.
Oh,
Wait, hang
nice.
on. Hang on. It's
I am Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric versus Leon. Fuck, I got my...
Yeah, I'm Cedric. That's right, yeah. I'm not the heelist about
Cedric versus himself.
Shut up. Oh, seriousness. This is gonna be fun. Leon Slater is incredible what he does. He is talented, incredible wrestler, great charisma. He has it all. Now he's X Division champ. It's been a pretty good ride from. Kind of wish he fought AJ Styles in TNA, but it's all good. Big shot to AJ Styles. He's going to the Hall of Fame next week. Big congratulations to him. And of course, Cedric Alexander. You're speaking to him right now, folks. I'm right here. Anyways, I've been a good. I'm kidding. Cedric Alexander. I've been a fan of his since 2014. He's really great. I've seen him twice live. So, and he won both matches, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, of course you've seen him live because you are Cedric Alexander.
See, he gets it. See, I'm Cedric. This is gonna be very fun, man. I thought Cedric was honestly gonna get AEW and all that, and join the Hurt Syndicate or whatever, where the heck they are. But entering in TNA has been pretty cool. From what I've been seeing, it's been very nice to him. I think he should win this match, honestly. Not against Leon Slater. He's great and all. I think Cedric is due for some gold here. It's gonna be a great match, and now this is happening. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. It's gonna be very fun. Has a lot of the style that I love, and just the athleticism. Gonna be some good storytelling. I can't wait for it all. But I do have Cedric going over and becoming the new X Division champ. Let's give him some gold. Cedric Alexander for the win.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I love the sounds of that here. And, Beast, what do you make of the X Division Championship match?
Well, you know, of course Will would predict Cedric Alexander because he's biased because he is Cedric Alexander. That's it. No, man. For
He gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have myself going over. Yeah, for shoots. This match is going to absolutely cook. I also agree with Will that this is some of the style I love. I love me some flippy shit. I love me some strong style stuff. I love me some technical mat-based stuff. Like, then this is the flippy shit. This is the flippy shit that I love, and this is going to be amazing. This is going to be classic X Division shit right here, and I am looking forward to it. I love Leon Slayer. Do I think he's winning? No. He has had a great run as X Division champ. I think it's time to give HeelBalor the gold. I have Cedric Alexander going over. But, however, if Leon Slater does win, I am not going to be mad because I want a good match, and I'm sure it's going to be one. Sign me the fuck up. Give him fucking 20 minutes to just tear the fucking house down. Like, that's all I want. If Cedric wins, rad. That's my prediction. If Leon wins, rad. Don't care in the best way possible because this match is going to cook. I am seated. My body is ready.
Oh.
This man right out of my mouth. Jeez Louise.
Oh, fuck. Yes, folks. Legit. Like, this fucking match I am excited for. I mean, as the guys said, like, this is the kind of shit that we love. The X Division style of wrestling is what we fucking love. It's what we, as fans, kind of grew up with, in a sense, sort of thing. And look, of course, me being in Australia, we didn't really have TNA back in the day on TV sort of thing. Yeah, we did. On fucking Fuel TV, I believe it was, and then on Main Event pay-per-view. But we had the DVDs, we had the merch, we had all that. So, there is that, but that doesn't really matter, because this is the kind of stuff that nowadays you expect from the X Division, and this is gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah, this is really hard to pick, but I think I have an obvious choice with this matchup here, because let's be honest here. Leon, you've had an amazing run as champion. You've been one of the pillars of TNA as a champion, but I think it is time. I think it is time for a new champion. I've got Cedric Alexander to take hold of the gold. Fuck yes. It is absolutely about time that Cedric gets the belt, guys. It is absolutely about time that it happens. And look, is Leon gonna be staying with TNA? I don't know. I don't know what his fucking contract status is in the minute. He probably is. He probably might consider moving to NXT. Who really fucking knows? All we know here for now is that Cedric, it is time for Cedric to get the belt. Time to freshen things up in the X Division, and yeah, just having Cedric win the belt would be fantastic. And plus, I mean, thing about this for a potential match, you guys, Cedric Alexander versus Ricky Sosa?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Please. Yes, please.
Oh, I have to agree on that. I definitely want to see that match. In fact, I'd be more than happy to see Leon Slater versus Ricky Sosa. Just, can we at least have, like, both of them take on Ricky Sosa eventually? Please? Pretty please? Pretty please with a cherry on top? Ah, man. But you know what? Speaking of excellent professional wrestlers, this matchup is going to have some excellent professional wrestling, as it is for the International Championship, as Trey Miguel defends against Mustafa Ali. Of course, I mean, Trey Miguel, he's had a topsy-turvy last few months sort of thing. I mean, we even mentioned it when we last talked TNA around Genesis, how Trey Miguel, he was supposed to debut in AEW, but he didn't. So he came back to TNA, and yeah, it's been a really complicated time for him, but at least he's a champion. At least he got himself some gold here. And, of course, we know how great Mustafa Ali is, so, yeah, this should be a fun one. Beast, I'll start with you here. What do you make of Miguel versus Ali?
This match is also gonna cook. This, again, is more of the athleticism that we love to see, dude. Like, this is gonna be wonderful. I don't care. I don't care who wins in the best way possible. This, I think, because again, we're talking Dynasty after this. I feel like we're going to get this multiple times during this huge episode of this podcast. But I think this is the first time we're going to get it right now, because I don't care who wins. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Mustafa Ali versus Trey Miguel for the international title is going to cook. It's going to slap. It is going to be one of the best matches on TNA's card. And my prediction is 3 letters. One word. Yes.
He said the thing.
I am so fucking ready, dude. Like, this, again, like, it's the Activision title thing, right? Like, this is gonna be so much fucking fun. Don't really care who wins. If Trey loses, rad. Get a new international champion. Good for Mustafa Ali. Fuck yeah, Ali. If Trey wins, Trey Miguel continues his reign. 100% fuck yeah. Give them, again, 20 minutes to just tear the house down. Both guys can sell their asses off. Both guys can work their asses off. Both guys would be great and have been a great international champion, as Trey Miguel's been a great champion so far. I just need a good match. That's all I want. Just sign me the fuck up, dude. This is gonna be wonderful, and I am seated. I am seated. My body is ready. I want more.
Oh, he wants it, folks, and he is gonna get first yes of the podcast. Yes, off this.
Inject it into my veins now.
Oh, hell yeah. HeelBalor, what do you make of Trey Miguel versus Mustafa Ali for the international title?
Sign me up, man. Just give me all the. I'm feeling everything, man. I'm gonna say that I'm feeling a lot of things when we get to Dynasty with a certain match, because, man, I love pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is incredible, and this right here has the style. Once again, I love the flippy stuff. I love the strong style. I love every single thing that has to do with professional wrestling, and this is one of them right here. This is gonna be so good, so entertaining, so fun. I'm just locked in. I am locked in, and I cannot wait to see what these two are going to do. Trey Miguel is awesome. Mustafa Ali is awesome. I've actually seen Mustafa Ali in person. I actually met Mustafa Ali. Great guy. Great guy.
Did you really? That's dope.
Yeah, I met him in 2019. Great guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Great guy. This is going to be fucking awesome. Okay, who's the champ?
Trey Miguel's the current champion.
Trey Miguel. Okay, Trey Miguel. All right, so we have the champ strolling in. Will he stroll as champ? Honestly, I'm going to put it where it's saying I just want a yes. I don't care who wins. Trey wins, I'll be happy. Mustafa Ali wins, I'll be happy. I just want to see good wrestling, good storytelling. Heck, you don't have storytelling sometimes to impress me. I just can't wait to see all the good stuff that's going to happen in that ring. I am ready, I'm locked in, and I can't wait for what's going to happen. Just, yes, give it to me. I am so ready for this match. But if I were to do a prediction, I'd say give it to Mustafa Ali. So I wouldn't mind it. Maybe back and forth between these two. Maybe a trilogy. But I'm just going to live with I just want to see some good stuff. I can't wait. That's not a prediction or anything, but if I were to say, who I want to win, maybe Mustafa Ali. But either way, I'll be fine with it. Just give it to me. I can't wait.
Oh, shit. So we technically got ourselves a double yes? Wow.
I'm wearing the Daniel Bryan shirt for a reason right now. Yes.
Yeah, my.
Yes. Shout out to Bryan Danielson.
Holy shit. Could we make this a triple yes? Well.
Oh my.
I mean, look, this match is gonna be fucking awesome. I mean, Trey Miguel, of course, as we said, he's had a rocky few months, but I'm glad he's doing well in TNA. I'm really glad. Mustafa Ali, always fucking awesome. Like, one of the best talents that TNA ever signed on. Like, he really has become a mainstay in that company. So, oh boy, honestly, originally I have in my notes here that Trey Miguel would keep hold of the title. Because, well, it does make sense. It does make some sense for Trey Miguel to keep hold of the title, keep his hot streak going. Maybe Ali could win the bell around Slammiversary, but you know what? You guys have got me in a mood. You guys have got me in a feeling. I'm shaking. The goosebumps are coming in. Is it? Can it be? It is. Yes!
Yeah!
Triple
Yes.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Because this match is going to be fucking awesome, folks. It just is. I mean, you've got two of the actual best sort of in-ring talents within TNA right now in a match that will essentially be like showcasing their best stuff. Like, this is going to be awesome. I can't fucking wait. Honestly, whoever wins this match, fuck yeah, you fucking deserve it, because this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. But, well, when it comes to this next matchup, yeah, I don't think we're going to have the same opinion on that. It is for the World Tag Team titles, and it is the champions here, the Hardy Boys, Jen and Matt, taking on Bear Bronson and Brian Myers of the new system. Yeah, the system has had some changes, if you guys have seen, and I will say it's not for the best. It really isn't. I really don't get the decisions they made for it, but that's TNA for you. They like to go all lol TNA, and, well, this is definitely proving it. This really fucking has, so... Yeah, I mean, the Hotties are the Hotties. They're legends, obviously. I can't believe they're still wrestling, but they're legends, of course. So, this should be okay, but I think we're going to need a second opinion on this. HeelBalor, what do you make of the World Tag Team titles?
I love the Hardy Boys, but honestly, they've kind of just need to, like, hang it up, in my opinion. It's great to see them, like, still going and all that, but there's really not much they can really do in pro wrestling, because they've just, they've done everything at this point. Legends of the business. I know a certain buddy of ours that, loves the Hardy Boys. Definitely, he loves the Hardy Boys. But in all seriousness, regardless if they're hanging it up or they're still going, the Hardys have been my childhood tag team for years. I grew up with them. More fan of Jeff than Matt, obviously, duh. But both are still great, and them being tag champs is pretty cool. Are they losing here to the new system? Probably. I guess I'll just go. I guess so. I mean, I guess I'll go with the title change here, because I don't know what else really you can do with the tag division in TNA. Because I don't really keep up with them that much. But I guess I'll go with the title change here and see the system pick up the win to beat the Hardy Boys. So that's what I'm going with, the system.
Interesting. Very interesting there. And, Based, what do you make of the Hardys versus the system?
Well, first off, Will is not beating the allegations because, number one, he's not beating the Cedric Alexander allegations because, well, he is Cedric Alexander. And especially he's not beating the Cedric Alexander allegation because Cedric Alexander is in the system and he just predicted the system to win. So, of course you would pick your teammates to win, bro. Of course.
I'm totally not working with the system.
You're in. Hey, bro, you got your hand raised by Eddie Edwards, bro.
Oh God, don't remind me. That was a freaking basketball game when you told me about that shit.
Oh, you're God. In the no, you weren't at a basketball game. You joined the system.
Oh my God.
Will is in the. He's in the system, bro.
Oh Lord.
Man. Number two. I love the Hardy Boys, but I agree with Will. They gotta hang this shit up, man. Like it's time.
It's bedtime.
The Hardys are losing.
Yeah.
Because not only is the system winning the X Division title with Cedric Alexander, not only is the system winning the tag titles here, but in the main event, well, we'll get to that.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
God.
We'll get to that. But for right now, I got the system winning the tag titles. And Will's going to be a happy, happy man because it's the greatest tag team, the greatest stable of all time. This is the system.
I thought you were about to say the greatest tag team in TNA history. I was about to have you fired on the spot.
Well, I mean, that does encompass that because I said it's the greatest tag team and the greatest stable in professional wrestling history. So therefore, it is in TNA history, too.
No. Evolution,
Yes.
in my opinion, greatest stable of all time, along with the Undisputed Era. And the greatest tag team of all time, in my opinion, goes to Motor Machine Guns. So
Okay, but question for you. Did either of those two have you, aka Cedric Alexander, and Cedric Alexander get his hand raised by Eddie Edwards?
Well, you remember the first part because he was in the Hurt Syndicate. Or the Hurt Business, what they call him, the Black... the Black...
What?
What?
the Hurt Syndicate, and... Move on, folks, moving on.
Thank God you're black.
I mean, as they say, they hurt people. And I think you
They
just
do
hurt
hurt
everybody's
people.
minds.
They do hurt people. And you know what Will does is he's gonna not be hurting when the system wins because it's the system who's the greatest of all time. Very based. Very based. System gets the win with the X Division title with Cedric Alexander, aka Will. Cedric, the fucking system gets the win with the tag titles. Gets the Hardys here. Brian Myers and Bear Bronson, new tag team champions. And then the main event, which we will get to in a couple matches, because it's the system.
Oh, Lord. And I mean, I could make the case of, like, America's Most Wanted being up there, but then again, how tragic America's Most Wanted ended and shit.
America's Most Wanted is super, super based.
Yeah. Yeah, the World Tag Team title match. This should be interesting. I mean, you've got the Hardys, who are fucking TNA legends at this point. They show up regularly, like, every few years, it's like, the Hardys, they jump between WWE and TNA, and it's like, oh, we're here, oh, we're here, oh, we're here, oh, we're here. I mean, it's a game of cat and mouse with the Hardys, but I'm fine with it, because the Hardys are fucking awesome. They're goats. They're fucking goats, and honestly, like, say what you will, I'm always happy to see the Hardys, and will they hang it up? They probably will have to eventually. I mean, their bodies are definitely being up as is, so yeah, but still though, that is definitely fair. Now, as to the system here, Bear Bronson and Brian Myers. Well, for one, Brian Myers is better off being that podcast host with his buddy Matt Cardona, because of course he is. Love hearing them talk about action figures, of course. And number two, Bear Bronson. I'd rather see Barnaby than fucking you, Bear Bronson. Oh my god. I think only a few people are gonna get that reference, but there we are. Yeah, the system, I really don't get why they need to make all the bloody changes with the system, but okay then. That's what you do? That's what you do. I think I'm going to be the odd man out here when it comes to this match, and I'm just going to go for the Hardys. Like, I realistically have no clue who the hell the Hardys could lose the belts to, and that's fine with me. I'm down for this Hardy party to continue however long it does, so yeah, I'm going to go for the Hardys. Why not? Just a little bit of why not? But when it comes to this next match, this is definitely TNA going, who could we put in for the Knockouts title? Why not? as we have NXT's Ariana Grace defending the belt against Laying Lee. Yeah, Ariana Grace, Knockouts champion. LOL TNA indeed, folks.
Very much lol TNA.
Yeah, I really do not understand this. I really do not understand giving the belt to Ariana Grace, because out of everyone you could have given the belt to, your Indy Hotwells, your Zaya Brooksides, Ariana Grace? Really? Instead of fucking Indy? That feels like an insult to me personally.
Boo.
That feels like a fucking insult to me. But still, that's what they decided upon. But hey, Laying Lee, former Knockouts champion, she was pretty good as champion. So you know what? At least she got herself another opportunity at the belt. That's nice to see. So yeah, this should be very interesting here. Based, what do you make here of Ariana Grace versus Laying Lee?
Ariana Grace is going to be a transitional champion. Full stop. Laying Lee is going the fuck over. I would be shocked if they had Ariana Grace win and hold it for longer. I think Laying Lee is absolutely going over, and I think she's going to be Knockouts champion once again, and Ariana Grace is a transitional champion. It's going to be a fine match. It's going to be fun. I definitely got Laying Lee going over. I don't see Ariana Grace holding the title for a lot longer, if longer at all. Like, I think this is where you take it off of her. Transitional champ and new champ, Laying Lee, stepping up to take the title off Ariana Grace.
That is definitely fair there. And I'm HeelBalor. What do you make of the Knockouts World title match?
You know, I like Ariana Grace. She's funny. She cracks me up. Her as Knockouts champ is just, from what I've seen, okay, I guess. At least she got to be champ. That's pretty cool for her. She's losing. Yeah, pretty much what Beast says, how I'm thinking as well. Probably, I guess, transitional champion, unless she's defended it already. But yeah, transitional champ. Laying Lee is going to win and become champ. And that's pretty much what I got with this one as well.
Fair enough there. Fair enough. Yeah, this is a very weird matchup, to be honest. Very much LOL TNA, as we have said. Like, don't get me wrong, these two are really good wrestlers. It's just, huh? Like, that's legit the first thought that just sprung into my head. Like, huh? This is one of the weirdest fucking matchups he could really have done, TNA, but it's TNA for you. They definitely like their weird matchups. Who have I got winning? Well, I'm going to be a bit of the odd one out here. I'm going to say Ariana Grace wins it. With help from Birthright, she is not going to get the win alone. Because obviously, she needs fucking Birthright to keep hold of the titles. Because of course it's Birthright. Bloody Birthright. Out of all factions on NXT, they are one of the weakest. Like, they really are.
Well, because David Finley's brother's in it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
Although, to be fair, I would rather watch David Finley's brother than David Finley himself.
That is true. True, David Finley.
You are right on that. But still, yeah. Birthright, I expect to probably give the help to give it to Grace, because seriously, I think probably Slammiversary is when she's probably dropping the belt. Hopefully to Indy, because why the fuck have you not given Indy Hartwell the belt? Like, that is some fucking bullshit how you haven't done that yet. But maybe Slammiversary is when they'll finally do it. Maybe that's when it'll actually happen. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, Ariana Grace is retaining with help from Birthright. Just cuz. Yeah, man, but hey, maybe this main event might actually be a good one. Maybe. And I know for a fact there's going to be some very divisive opinions about this main event here we got, but This should be an interesting one. It is for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, as it is the champion Mike Santana taking on one of the 2026 Feast or Fired winners, Eddie Edwards. Yeah, Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Eddie Edwards won this
Oh,
opportunity
joy.
through Feast or Fired. So this has been a few months in the making for him to cash in his Feast or Fired opportunity, but he has. He's finally cashed it in. And yeah, this should be an interesting one. As we said, the new iteration of the system has been interesting. I mean, Eddie Edwards taking down Moose, it's like, I don't know what the hell to say about that. So yeah, this should be very interesting here. HeelBalor, I guess I'll start with you here on this one. What do you make of Santana versus Edwards?
Oh, joy, this match. Okay, in all seriousness, this is going to be fun. Out of character, I'm really looking forward to this match. Santana's been carrying the brand for a good while, and overall he's been a great champ. And then there's Eddie Edwards. You know, the running joke here is obviously, oh, I don't like Eddie Edwards, stuff like that. In all seriousness, Eddie Edwards is very fun to watch and very entertaining. And I believe he is the leader of the new system, I believe. Is he?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. So Eddie, he was 2-time champ, I believe. I think 2-time or 1-time champ. I know he's a 1-time champ. I don't know if he won it the second time.
I think 2-time. I think.
2-time. Okay.
I could be wrong though.
Just making sure. So I did see his first run. I remember he beat Bobby Lashley, I believe. It was Bobby Lashley, yeah. Won the title. The second time I didn't really see it. And but you know, out of character, he is really fun to watch. He's very good at what he does. Very good heel, pretty good face as well. And of course, he gets on my nerves in character. But in all seriousness, he's a great wrestler and all that. Do they take the title off Santana? I'm gonna go and throw a dart at the wall and say, yes. I think they're gonna take the title off him and have Eddie Edwards run around the roster as world champ. Get the new system, I guess, something to sink their teeth into. And maybe Santana gets it back. Apparently his contract's coming up, so maybe he does jump to the WWE or elsewhere. But I think we're gonna need a champion here. I'm gonna go with Eddie Edwards. But screw that.
Will's an Eddie Edwards fan confirmed.
Yeah, Beast.
Will's an Eddie Edwards fan confirmed.
Oh, hell no. Screw that guy. He's a jobber and freaking ew, gross, horrible, terrible. Ugh. Get off my TV worthy. Ew.
Dude, why did that remind me of the SpongeBob episode? The fucking who put you on the planet? Ugh.
Ugh.
Damn.
Oh man.
You know what? I'm gonna channel my Rod Simmons in for this one. Damn. Just damn.
That's what Will's gonna say with Eddie Edwards because he's a fucking Eddie Edwards fan. Ain't that right, Will? Say, oh, you're an Eddie Edwards fan. Correct.
Hell no. Okay, but I have
Yes.
character legitimately. I do like Eddie Edwards and all that.
Yeah, of course you do.
I legit got, this is a funny story. I legit got them confused for MCMG way back in the day because I thought MCMG got repackaged as like different wrestlers. So that's something, but I did grow up with the Wolves and all that. And yeah, Eddie Edwards became Eddie Edwards and all that, world champ and all that. And, you know, yeah, and the other guy, we don't talk about him. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I think Eddie Edwards is gonna win the world championship, and yay, lol TNA. Anyways, moving on. Go ahead, Beast.
Yeah, Beast, it's time for you to get going here. What do you make of the TNA World Title match?
Will, you are really not beating the allegations.
I am. Yes.
No, how? How are you beating? You're not beating the Cedric Alexander allegations because you are. You're not beating the system allegations because you're in the system, and clearly you're a fan of it.
Oh Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far in the podcast, please comment below. #Will loves it. Edwards.
Hashtag HB loves Eddie Edwards.
Hashtag HeelBalor loves Eddie
Quick
Edwards.
side note. Can I tell the audience a bit of where this all came from? Okay,
Go for it.
So
I'm gonna pass out.
this whole Eddie Edwards thing came about when I was I almost said Thanksgiving in Florida. When I was on vacation in Florida.
What?
When I was on vacation in Florida, basically I was watching TNA with the boys, and I remember I think it was with Eddie Edwards, know that, but somebody else was there, and for some random reason, I just started, I just legitimately started just going off on him, and I don't know why. I think I was just being funny, as well, like, oh, I hate Eddie Edwards, blah blah blah, and then Beast.
Yeah, Will was doing a bit basically.
Yeah, I was doing a bit, and I legitimately don't hate Eddie Edwards. It's gone so far in character. I blocked him a few times on social media. I take this very seriously. I actually don't hate Eddie Edwards.
What the fuck did he do? What the fuck did he do?
Damn.
What the fuck?
The worst wrestler in the world.
Justice for Eddie Edwards.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Based.
There you go. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, Based.
One of the greatest bits of all time. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
2023.
Yes, since 2023, Will's just had the bit of, oh, I don't like Eddie Edwards, which, dude, we bought it. Like, we bought into the fact that we thought Will did not like Eddie Edwards, and he actually does like Eddie Edwards. Like, it's just a big bit. It's a joke. Eddie Edwards is fantastic, and I actually do like Eddie Edwards. Repping Boston, fuck yeah. That's my second home because I live in parts unknown. So second home, Boston. Hell yeah, Boston knee party. Eddie Edwards is based. So Will's not beating the allegations. That's fucking true. Eddie Edwards. Hey man, the new system. I said that Cedric's winning, and Cedric's in the new system, so we're gonna get a new X Division champ. New tag champs, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson. I've seen Bear Bronson live. Bear Bronson's based as fuck. And we're getting a new world champion. The system is holding all the gold because Eddie Edwards is going to be the face of TNA again. God damn it. The system reigning supreme. This is the only system I cheer for because usually I say fuck the system, but this system's based because Will's in it and Eddie Edwards is in it. And it's crazy. It's awesome. It's fucking wonderful. And I tell you what, Eddie Edwards is going to go over and he's going to hit the fucking Boston knee party base style. And Eddie Edwards is going to hold that TNA World Championship until the fucking sun dies out. Because Eddie Edwards is the greatest wrestler of all time. I got Eddie Edwards, 100%. Will's favorite wrestler of all time. Yeah, you know what? Tyler's getting an MJF tattoo. Will needs to get a fucking Eddie Edwards tattoo.
Oh, Lord.
Hell no.
Double tattoo base style. Tyler gets the fucking MJF tattoo on his left ass cheek. Will gets Eddie Edwards tattoo on his right ass cheek. And they do the Bella Twins dance with the tattoo.
Dude,
Oh,
I've
no.
done the Bella Twins dance. Good job. I've learned that Josh back in the day.
Oh, no.
Shouts out Long Neck Josh. Oh man.
Big shout
Oh,
out.
dude, I'm gonna fucking pass out, dude. Holy shit. Eddie Edwards is going over 1000%. And I tell you what, when I see this, I am going to laugh my fucking ass up. Yo, I got a Del Miexo autograph for Will that I'm sending out. I met Del Miexo at my hometown indie show that they held the show a little bit ago, and I got an autograph. I took a picture with Delmy. She's super rad. Big shouts out to the God Queen. I got a fucking signed autograph for Will because he's a big Del Miexo fan. He tuned me into Del Miexo. And I tell you what, when I send that fucking Del Miexo autograph out, there's going to be a little something extra in the package for you, Will. And it's going to be an Eddie Edwards shirt.
Oh, my God.
Will's going to get some Eddie Edwards merch, courtesy of yours truly.
Oh my god. Yeah, this match is gonna be quite an interesting one. Eddie Edwards, I don't mind Eddie Edwards. I think he is pretty good. Like, he is definitely someone who's kind of in a quiet day sort of thing, but I've been a fan of, like, seeing his stuff since even 2017. Like, even like when I first got back into watching, like 2016, back in Total Nonstop Deletion, seeing his fucking crazy ass brawl shit, just, it's like, yeah, that's cool sort of thing. And then 2017, when TNA was in their rebuilding phase, yeah, he's cool. He's cool. 2018, yeah, he's cool. And just overall since then, yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, I still don't get why they needed to do like this new reboot of the system sort of thing, but you know what? Fair enough, that's what they decided to do, and so that's what they give, so this should be quite interesting. Of course, Mike Santana. Fuck yeah, Mike Santana, he is awesome. One of the best signings TNA has ever made. He really feels like the top guy in TNA, and honestly, I want him to stay in TNA for as long as he can, because he is just that fucking good. He really is like a face of the company guy, and now the man that can say his name and he appears has left TNA officially. Yeah, absolutely that you would have to have Mike Santana be the face of the brand. Absolutely. So, who I got winning? Well, I think it's kind of obvious where I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with Mike Santana. I think, yes, there are rumors going around that Santana might be considering leaving TNA, but I don't see it. I don't see Santana leaving TNA anytime soon, folks. I see Mike Santana keeping hold of the belt here. He'll probably drop it at Slammiversary. Realistically, he'll probably drop it then. But yeah, I've just got Mike Santana keeping all the gold. I probably could see Moose coming on in, helping out Santana, giving a few spears to the system, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just got Santana winning. I think it's a simple option, but it definitely makes a lot of sense. I'll tell you, folks, Rebellion looks like a fantastic show, and we are very excited to see how that plays out. It is going to be freaking incredible. Seriously, you guys can tell, like, even us, people who may not have watched a lot of TNA recently, we're fucking excited for this show, so it is gonna be incredible. But of course, we're not done yet here, folks.
Nana! Nana!
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh yeah, cause it's time to go from some total nonstop action now to something that is all
We gotta build
elite.
We gotta build a dynasty, boys.
Oh yes, indeed we do. AEW Dynasty is finally here as well, live from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. God damn, I'll tell you. Christian's gonna be very happy that it's in Canada. That is for sure. Get well soon, man. But fuck yeah, Dynasty is going to be a fantastic show. And there is a lot that we have to get through. So I think I'm gonna start things off here with something I don't think any of us expected could be on this show or could have happened, but you know what? In this world of professional wrestling, anything's possible. And as such, in this crazy world of professional wrestling, we live in the timeline where we have Ricochet versus Chris Jericho. Nobody expected Jericho to come back to AEW. Nobody expected it. I didn't expect it. You didn't expect it. We all did not expect it, but he's back. And well, not gonna lie, he's actually doing some cool shit. Which is surprising to say when it's Chris Jericho, but I think AEW finally realized how to book Jericho well. I think Jericho realized how he should be booked well. So, here we are. And plus, it's Ricochet. Everybody likes a bit of Ricochet, so This should be an interesting one. Beast, I'll start with you here. What do you make of Chris Jericho versus Ricochet? Wake up, Jeff!
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God damn!
Big shout out. Love the Wiggles. Good band.
Oh, wait. What are we talking about?
Jericho versus Ricochet. And it sounds like you had a really good nap there.
So, let me get this straight. We have Ricochet, who unfortunately is very talented, and then we have Chris goddamn Jericho, who needs to fucking hang it up. Okay. I'm not gonna go too long in the tooth with this one. At least I'm gonna try not to. Pretty Ricky, I used to be a huge fan of, and I still kinda am. To me, it's like Austin Aries, right? I am an Austin Aries fan. Like, I'm a Ricochet fan. I like watching his matches, but as a person, he's a dick, and not in a good way. Like, I often say, because Will can attest, and I've done it on the when we were talking the MLW show a little while ago. Austin Aries is one of my grandpas, right? I call him Grandpa number 2 because Grandpa number 1 is Scott Steiner style. Grandpa number 1 Scott Steiner style. Grandpa number 1 is Paul London. Grandpa number 2 is Austin Aries because, well, the way I see it is, you got Grandpa number 1 who's like super chill and probably a stoner and really rad, and he just kind of chills the fuck out, Paul London style. You know, Grandpa number 2, who Austin Aries is actually a stoner, so that's kind of cool. He just kind of chills out, but he also says maybe some really problematic stuff at the family dinner, and you're like, oh, Grandpa, oh no. So that's how I feel about Austin Aries. He is a dick, and sometimes, a lot of times, not in a good way. Ricochet has proved that he kind of has a similar ego about himself in a very not good way, and that he's kind of a dick on Twitter and social media. Like, I'm just not, I don't know, like, that tweet he made mocking somebody's MS was fucking disgusting. And the fact, yes, we apologized. It was very forced. I don't know. He's a dick, and I don't like dicks. That's coming from a person who's bi. Like, I like dicks sometimes, but if you're not a good dick, I don't like you. Fuck, Ricochet. That got Will. Fuck Ricochet. Fuck Ricochet. Full stop. Piece of shit. Chris Jericho. This is not 1999 or 2000 anymore, Jericho. Hang it up, number 1. Number 2, justice for Kylie Ray. Fuck Chris Jericho. Full stop. Piece of shit. I haven't liked Jericho for a while because of his other opinions that don't align with mine, and that I not only view as problematic but detrimental to society, number 1. But number 2, the fact he really compounded that by being sexually inappropriate to Kylie Ray. Fuck Chris Jericho. And justice for Kylie Ray. Fuck Chris Jericho, dude. This match is between two. I don't know if I can say this word on YouTube. If we have to bleep it, we can bleep it. But we might be deep enough. We're an hour and 40 minutes in. We might be deep enough to where, you know, the censors might not pick up on it. But we have to bleep it. It's a match between two cunts. I really just couldn't give a fuck. My GameCube's gonna win, dude. And it's a shame, too, because Ricochet's very talented. Jericho was talented. Was is the key word. Past tense. I'm gonna be fucking playing my GameCube or something, dude. I really just couldn't care. Like, I don't care to see two assholes wrestle. I really don't. I shuffle them under the fucking rug. Move on. Get the problematic assholes out of here. And in that same breath, why did you hire Ronda Rousey? Get her the fuck out of here, too. Fuck Ronda Rousey. That was a
one-off, dude. That was a one-off. She's not hired. That was a one-off.
Oh, thank fuck. Thank fuck. Well, it shouldn't even have been a one-off because fuck Ronda Rousey. Piece of shit. Get her the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it better be a fucking one-off, because Ronda Rousey's a fucking bitch. Honestly.
It better be a 0-off.
Honestly, fuck her and fuck her husband. Honestly.
Yeah.
Doesn't say it.
Fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her husband. Fuck anybody that looks like her and anybody that thinks similar to her. Piece of shit.
Yeah, honestly, even though this guy's probably just as problematic in some kind of shitty way, Conor McGregor would probably kick Ronda's husband easily. Because obviously.
That's probably true, but yeah, also fuck Conor McGregor. Dickhead. Man, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You mentioned because Chris Jericho did say him, did bring him up in a promo.
Jericho did reference McGregor, yeah, and I just was, dude. Well, of course, a problematic asshole would reference another problematic asshole. Ain't that funny? Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that? Yeah, it's funny how that happens. And mind the company you keep.
And you question a lot of the decisions AEW do make when it comes to like putting certain people over. And oh boy, we'll get to that later on in my personal opinion of that, but yeah.
I don't have a prediction. Again, my GameCube's winning. I'm probably going to play some Twilight Princess. Again, like I said in the last podcast, I was going to play Twilight Princess. I haven't got the chance to because of college work and homework and work. So I'm still right after the Forest Temple in Hyrule Field, so I'm probably going to end up playing some Twilight Princess. So fuck this match. And fuck Chris Jericho and fuck Ricochet.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, as an Australian, I can agree with you calling cunts. And look, YouTube probably will be like, oh yeah, that guy's Australian. He'd be fine to say it. That guy, yeah, he's with an Australian. He'd be fine to say it. Cunt isn't really that bad of a word nowadays, people. Thank Australia for that. But yeah, you wouldn't really call them good cunts as such. They're bad cunts. HeelBalor, I gotta ask you here, what do you make of Jericho versus Ricochet?
Well, one, my PlayStation's gonna be winning. And number two, I could give less of a crap about this match because it's not really for me. Jericho being back and yes, his name is now Jericho. Yeah, it's now Jericho. I don't know why. Him being back is retire already. Ricochet, dude, just keep your mouth shut on social media, dude. Please, just put it down, brother. Just stop. I really am just gonna be playing my games during this match. I don't care who wins. My PlayStation's winning. There you go.
I think this is probably a first, like, probably one of the rare times where it's happened, where it's like, two of us have given a prediction that's a non-prediction. But, like, not in the good way, but in a bad way. Well, it could be 3 for 3. Don't get your hopes up, people. But, yeah, this one, I do at least have some kind of interest in, because, like, it's Ricochet. His matches are pretty good, and it's Jericho. This is probably going to be, like, his last run anyways, like a retirement tour type shit, so realistically, I'm not expecting, like, too much from this, but yeah, I mean, both of them definitely are problematic as fuck, and especially Ricochet. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what my family has like for a condenser thing, but I believe one of my family members does actually have MS sort of thing, and like dealing with like the arthritis and shit like that, and just it is a pain in the ass to deal with. So it's like, it's kind of fucking ridiculous for someone to go out there and insult someone's disability like that. Like, seriously, Ricochet? Honestly, even though I'm some fat ass guy from Australia sort of thing, I could still kick your fucking ass. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I can kick your ass, Ricochet. No fucking doubt. Because you are just a bitch. But who have I got winning? You know what? Because fuck Ricochet, I'm gonna go Jericho. Yeah, Jericho may not be the best option, but fuck it. Go with Jericho. It's probably his last run anyway, so realistically, yeah, sure. Why not? Give it to Jericho. Give Jericho this win. Just why not? Why the fuck not? Just why not? But hey, maybe this next match might pique your interest a little bit better, folks. Because it is Darby Allin taking on Andrade El Idolo. Now this is the good shit we like to say. Because, I mean, it's Darby Allin. We know how awesome Darby Allin is. And it's Andrade. We know how awesome Andrade is. Put the two of them together and you have absolute cinema. So, HeelBalor, I'll start with you here. What do you think of Darby Allin versus Andrade?
This is gonna be fun. Just get rid of the Don Callis family. That's all I ask. The Don Callis family should not be around anymore. Get rid of it. Other than that, Andrade's been on the roll since he got back to AEW. Put on fun matches in a stupid stable. But other than that, he's doing very well for himself. Darby Allin is Darby Allin. The dude's always incredible at what he does. You know, just throws his body at anything, and he just makes it work. He makes it work. Of course, like if Darby wins this match, he's the number one contender for the world championship and all that. Yeah, so Darby automatically is gonna win. That's what's gonna happen. Darby's gonna beat Andrade. It's gonna be a fun match with many near falls and just chaos all around. But Darby Allin is gonna walk out the winner, so that's who I have. Darbs.
I didn't realize there was the add stipulation to this match. Huh. That is very interesting to find out here. Beast, what do you make of Darby Allin versus Andrade El Idolo?
This is gonna fucking cook. I am so ready for this shit, dude. Yes, indubiously, yes. I need to make an edit of Andrade's match he had with Bandito, from Revolution. That needs to happen, but I'm sure I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Am I gonna sneeze? Nope, I'm not gonna sneeze. I thought I was gonna sneeze. I got blue balled by a sneeze right there, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. But after this match, I'm sure I'm gonna have to make an edit of this match too. This match is gonna slap. I would give it to Darby because he is wanting to go after the world title. And I think really re-elevating Darby's stock and pushing him as this main event guy is what you need to do. I think he's going to end up winning the world title at one point. I think he's going to be the one to beat MJF. Maybe if Will Ospreay doesn't do it, I would have Will Ospreay do it, and then we would get Ospreay Darby at some point. But that's neither here nor there. If Ospreay doesn't beat MJF, it's going to be Darby Allin. I think Darby is absolutely winning here, 100%. And I know Darby said, "Oh, I don't care about titles." I think Darby is getting the world title at one point, just at least one point. Because I mean, he hasn't held a championship in AEW since the TNT title, I believe.
I know tag titles too with Sting, which he vacated.
Oh well, yes, tag titles. Yes, I forgot about the tag title. Granted, I think singles titles wise, it hasn't been since the TNT title.
Correct.
And I know he has said he doesn't care about winning championships. He said that in his interview with Chris Van Vliet. Huge shouts out Chris Van Vliet. I know he said that, but I can really see Darby being champion at one point. He deserves it, man. He's one of the pillars of AEW. I definitely have Darby Allin winning this match and hopefully being a champion again. Darby Allin's dope as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But after Billy Goat gets to Ospreay becomes champ first. That's just me. I'll make the rules.
Well, sometimes the rules may have to be broken. Sometimes it has to be the case. But you know what? This match is going to be fucking awesome. It is. I mean, it's Darby Allin. It's Andrade. You know these two are going to pull off some crazy shit. And this is going to be fun. Honestly, this should be the opener for Dynasty. This would be a great opener for Dynasty. It really would, because it's a perfect kind of match to hype the crowd up. And yeah, I think it would. So, who have I got winning? Well, honestly, it's Darby. It absolutely is Darby. Not just because of the stipulation sort of thing, but just because Darby is the kind of guy who needs to be put back up into the world title picture, because Darby is that fucking good. He needs to finally get back into the main event scene. And yeah, I know Darby is in that upper sort of point where it's like upper mid-card, lower main event, but he is deserving to be main event. He is like that kind of guy. Like, you see his stuff and you know he is something special, and he should be AEW World Champion. It absolutely should be. It's just that the company has either one, made some big mistakes in the booking to not allow him to do it, or number two, Darby has gone off to do some crazy shit. I mean, fair enough, Darby. You love doing crazy shit, and that is understandable. But yeah, I've got Darby winning. Just makes all the sense in the world. But maybe this next match might make some level of sense. Maybe. As it is the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, taking on Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada. Now, this should be kind of interesting, because, of course, the Young Bucks, they finally have gone back to the ways of old, more old-school Bucks, which I didn't expect them to actually do. I was expecting the Young Bucks to still be heels and just quit AEW and probably go to WWE, because realistically, yeah, there was nothing left for them in AEW, but nope, they decide, you know what? Let's go back to being the old school kind of Bucks. Let's go back to our old school ways, and that's what they've done. Now, Takeshita and Okada, though, oh, tensions have been building. Big, big tensions have been building, folks, so this should be quite an interesting one here. Based, what do you make of the Bucks versus Takeshita and Okada?
This match is also going to fucking cook. So I have the Bucks going over because Takeshita and Okada are not going to be able to coexist. I do hate the can they coexist thing, absolutely. But it is going to slap. All four of these guys are talented. As much as I don't like the Young Bucks, they are very talented. And I do have the Bucks going over because of tensions between Takeshita and Okada. Where do I think we're getting Takeshita Okada? I don't know. Would I save it for Wembley?
Don Callis said that if they cooperate and all that, they're going to be doing the match at Double or Nothing next month.
Okay. I don't think they're going to cooperate. And I think that match is going to happen anyway. And I think one of them's leaving the Don Callis family. Personally, I would have done a slow build to Wembley because I think that's where they deserved it to be at a really big stadium show. But at Double or Nothing is going to cook too. That I would open the show with that if they end up doing that. I got the Bucks winning, absolutely. And Takeshita and Okada are gonna the dissension in the ranks is gonna continue more, and we're gonna end up getting Takeshita Okada at some point down the road. Hopefully, like I said, at Wembley, do a slow build. But if it's a Double or Nothing, I will not be against that either because that's gonna fucking cook.
Oh yeah, that is definitely for sure. And HeelBalor, what do you make of the Young Bucks versus Takeshita and Okada?
I don't like the can you coexist storylines. It's just so cliche and just boring at times. Sometimes it can work, I'll give it that. Most time it's just put in there for show. This is one of there where it's put in there for show, and this whole thin dissension between Takeshi and Okada has been dragged out far too long. But it's gonna be a fun match. Unless I can't stand the Young Bucks, I also have them winning this match because again, it goes back to that Takeshi and Okada cannot coexist. I want Takeshi and Okada to win this match, but the fact the Bucks lost at Revolution last month kind of gets me the feeling that they're winning this match, and then we'll see what else they have with them. Takeshi and Okada are losing. The Young Bucks are sadly going to win. Whoop-de freaking do. It's gonna be a great match. I just can't stand the Young Bucks, obviously.
And that is legitimately fair when it comes to the Young Bucks. That legitimately is. They definitely aren't for everyone at this point, but you know what? I'm glad the Young Bucks are back to their old school ways, their old school look and everything. I'm glad they're doing that. That at least is nice to see. Cause I legitimately thought the Bucks were done with AEW, but nah, they're still in it, and hey, it's nice to see the Bucks back to their old ways, so hey, that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool to see. Let's be honest here. That legitimately is cool to see. Yeah, who have I got winning? It's obvious that it's the Bucks, isn't it? It is obvious that it's the Bucks taking it. Cause yes, Okada and Takeshita are gonna beat the living piss out of each other here. Don Callis is not going to stop them. Because I think Okada is finally going to turn on Takeshita. And Okada is going to destroy Takeshita. And Don Callis, he'll be laughing in the back being like, screw you. Because it's Don Callis. What do you expect about Don Callis? Bloody Cyrus the Virus. But hell, even fucking Draws a Callis in TCW is way better than Don Callis. That's a Callis I can agree with. But still, legitimately, yeah, I think we are getting Okada and Takeshita sooner rather than later. I think we're going to finally have that split. I think we're going to finally see that beatdown. And the Young Bucks are getting the win. It's simple. It's effective. But, you know, sometimes simple and effective is what you need. Oh, man, but now we get to the championship matches. 5 of them here to go through, and should be an interesting one. But I think we'll start with something none of us expected to happen. Let's be honest here, this was not on our bingo card to be on this show, but, well, things happened that caused this. It is for the TNT Championship, and it is a Casino Gauntlet match. Oh, yes, the Casino Gauntlet is back. Now, there is a reason why the Casino Gauntlet is here. That is because, sadly, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher, is out with an injury. Yep, he's out, sadly. It fucking sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. He had to vacate the title. So, we have a Casino Gauntlet match to determine a new champion. Now, we already know that Tommaso Ciampa will be the #1 entrant in the match. But who else is going to be in this match? We don't really know for sure. So, I guess there's a lot to ask here. So, HeelBalor, I'll start with you here. Who do you think's going to be in the Casino Gauntlet match, and who you got winning?
I honestly don't know. It's going to be the Casino Gauntlet. I'm not really going to make a big prediction who I could be in it. But I will say this. Best wish go out to the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher. Rest up, meniscus tear. That sucks. Like, gosh. Proto Star. We love Fletcher. He's great. I hate injuries. Injuries suck. There's so many going on in pro wrestling nowadays. Just everybody stay safe out there. Yeah, like new champ's gonna be crowned. Who do I have winning? I'm going with Ciampa to get the title back. I think, you know, that's where they should have with this. Fletcher. Ciampa should have never lost it like that, like in 11 days. So I think they're gonna redo everything. Again, they shouldn't have taken the title off of him to begin with. Ciampa's gonna win the title back, especially now that he's heel. Give me Ciampa versus Kevin Knight. Maybe because I want to see Kevin Knight again, because that's my guy right there. Him and Ciampa be so incredible for the TNT Championship. But who do I have winning? I have Ciampa walking out a 2-time champ. So that's what I got. He's gonna walk out with Sylvie, Goldie. I don't forget how Sylvie. I don't know.
Yeah, Sylvie.
Like, Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie.
Yeah, that's what he calls the TNT title, Sylvie. Which, fair enough, the belt is silver, so that is understandable. But, Base, who do you think's gonna be in the Casino Gauntlet? And who have you got winning the Casino Gauntlet?
I have a lot of, like, New Japan, maybe some CMLL guys showing up. Absolutely. Like, Mystico's gonna be in that shit. I'm sure, like, we're gonna get, next week we saw him on Dynamite. Maybe Callum Newman will show up.
Big shout out to the Prince.
Big shout out to, hey, as Will and I call him, the Prince of Strong Style.
Yes, we do.
I got some New Japan guys showing up. I got some CMLL guys showing up. I don't think Ciampa's winning. I'm actually going to give it to Kevin Knight. I think Kevin Knight is going to win the TNT title.
Please.
I would like to see Ciampa win, and I'd like to see them redo it. Absolutely, he deserves that, but I don't trust them enough to do that. but I also trust them enough to put the belt on Kevin Knight. I think Kevin Knight does deserve it, but Ciampa also does it. If they give it to Ciampa, I ain't going to be mad. I think you could either go with Ciampa or Kevin Knight. I think those are your two main picks in this match. Other than that, I don't really know who's showing up. Maybe Will's favorite Eddie Edwards could show up. He's going to be the new TNA champion.
Please, God,
Just
no.
kidding.
Please,
Just kidding.
God, no.
It's not going to happen.
TNA and AEW aren't really at good odds right now. No.
I know, but I would shit my pants if it does, bro. That's your fucking boy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Cult personalized, and here comes Punk just strolling down the ramp.
Damn, bro. World title fucking swinging it Seth Rollins style, fucking butt naked, running down the ring, dick and balls out.
God.
Jack Perry's in the ring when that happens.
Jack Perry's in the ring, see him fucking kisses him on the mouth and throws him out. It'd be crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
God.
Kicks him square in the penis. No. I got Kevin Knight winning. And I would love to see Ciampa win too. That'd be rad. Either way, you could go either way with it. I'm not gonna be mad either way. It's gonna be Kevin Knight or Ciampa, but I personally got Kevin Knight. If Ciampa wins, cool. I am not mad at all.
Yeah, like that is definitely for sure. Oh man, this one was a real hard one for me to look through and think about. Cause like, obviously injuries happen. They do. And it fucking sucks to hear what happened to Fletcher. Hope he gets better soon, cause he fucking deserves to be at the top of the mountain. He really does.
For true. Future AEW World Champion.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get that belt sooner rather than later. I bet you, if they do, like, a fucking massive show in Australia and fucking... Like, if they do the fucking Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, if they do Marvel Stadium...
Yeah.
Fletcher's winning the belt there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I will say, it's a shame he got hurt, but that return is going to hit like crack.
Oh, it will. It absolutely will.
Proto Star!
Oh, yeah.
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so obviously, we have the Casino Gauntlet here. And you know what? I love me a good Casino Gauntlet. They are really fun matches, so I'm sold on it just because of the fact that it's a Casino Gauntlet. Because, like, hey, Casino Gauntlet. Why the fuck not? This is the kind of match that is gonna be a lot of fun, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Who do I think could be in it? I know this person has made some comments about AEW as of late, but I could see Yota Tsuji making an appearance in the Casino Gauntlet.
Yes, please. Please.
Like,
I like him.
would be fucking cool. And you know what? Legitimately, I had this thought in my head recently. Why the fuck does Yota Tsuji look like fucking Painmaker era Jericho? Like 2018, 2019 New Japan Jericho.
Oh, gosh.
Why the fuck does he look like that? That was my first thought, just thinking that. Just like, why does he look like that? But still, I could see Yota Tsuji getting in there. Yeah, absolutely Mystico would be in there. He definitely would be a great one to get.
Can we have my boy El Phantasmo show up, please?
Oh, that would be awesome. El Phantasmo would be great to see.
Please.
Heck, you can even throw in someone like, if for a surprise entry, you can even throw in someone like Kushida. I'd love to see Kushida show up in AEW. Because it's Kushida. Kushida's awesome. So, yeah, a lot of options you can go
Hail
for.
Contra.
Yeah, Hail Contra.
El Contra.
But, yeah, who have I got winning this one? This is a hard one, because, like, Ciampa, he is a good option. He absolutely is a good option, especially because of that whole shit, which, I'm gonna be honest here, why the fuck did they not do Ciampa versus Fletcher in Australia? Why did they not wait till Australia to do that? I get he had probably some, like, other bookings or, like, family matters to deal with, but you could have done the match in fucking Australia, and it would have been a bigger moment for Fletcher to win the belt in Australia. I'm just saying, people. I'm just fucking saying. But I'm actually going to think a little bit outside the box. I think one of the people on this show will be working double duty. And who do I think will be working that double duty and being in this gauntlet? You know what? I'm going to go for Andrade to be my pick to win the Casino Gauntlet. Definitely an odd pick, but honestly, Andrade as TNT champion would be awesome. I think he would be a great TNT champion, and I think he would be very prestigious with that belt. So, you know what? Have Andrade work double duty, have him win the Casino Gauntlet, and have him hold on to the belt for a good while, because he would be a really good champion. So, yeah, definitely a curveball for what I would go for, but you guys think that could work? Could it?
I wouldn't mind it, honestly.
I wouldn't be against it. Andrade's going to be dead afterwards, though. I mean, he's going to be working Darby Allin, and then he's going to be in a gauntlet match? Poor fucker.
Yeah, but I imagine he'd probably be like the last entrant in the gauntlet, if that was the case. Just like, last entrant in the gauntlet type deal. But still, yeah. I think, honestly, that's definitely an out of bounds sort of kind of prediction there. But you know what? Why not? Why not? Do something different. Do something unique. And I think that would be cool. But speaking of championship matches, and I know we will have a lot to say about this one. It is for the Continental Championship, as the champion Jon Moxley defends against Will Ospreay. How the hell did we get fucking Moxley versus Ospreay here? That is like the craziest shit we can think of, but then again, it does have storyline sense, because back in Forbidden Door, Jon Moxley did kinda take Will Ospreay out for months. And now Ospreay is back and he wants revenge, so he wants to get his hands on the gold. So, fair enough for Ospreay, but should be quite an interesting one. I'm based, I'll go with you here. What do you make of Moxley versus Ospreay?
So, if the match they had, we're recording this on the 9th of April, ladies and gentlemen. If the match that they had, the Chaos in Canada match, United Empire versus Death Riders, is any teaser for this match, we're going to get a Dynasty. Holy fuck, dude. So, Will and I watched AEW last night. That multi-man tag match they had, the United Empire versus the Death Riders, that was one of the greatest pieces of wrestling art I have seen in the modern era. That was wonderfully stupid and wonderfully insane and wonderfully good. Stupid in a good way. Like, it was so dumb. Like, they just hit each other with fucking everything, and it was beautiful. Fantastic stuff. The finish, too, with the hidden blade to the table was great. So if that is any indicator, any teaser of what we are going to get at Dynasty between Ospreay and Mox, my body is ready. You can go a lot of different ways with this. I don't know what way I would prefer. You can give it to Mox. You can give it to Ospreay. You can have it be a time limit draw. I don't exactly know where they're going or what they're going to do, but because of what they did last night, because of everything that the Death Riders and the United Empire put each other through on Dynamite, I have but one prediction.
Oh?
I said it wasn't going to be the only time.
Oh?
One word.
Oh?
3 letters.
Oh?
Say the line, Bart. Yes.
2
He said the
in
thing.
a pod!
Yeah.
2 in a pod. The first time it's a 2 in a pod event for the yes. Dude, I am going to be seated. I am going to be glued to my chair and my screen watching this shit. I want blood. I want violence. I want to see motherfuckers get dumped on their head. Like, I want to see some of the most violent Kings Road style of wrestling that you can possibly see. The clash of styles between a hardcore style like John and a Kings Road style like Ospreay is going to be fucking delicious to my eyes, and I cannot wait to devour it into my corneas. Like, I need it! SpongeBob style, bro. Like, Sandy Cheeks, Tree Dome, don't have a fucking helmet on. I need it. SpongeBob water style. Like, yes, indubiously, 1000% inject it into my veins now. Yes. Man, you could give it to Ospreay. That'd be rad. I'd love to see Ospreay as Continental Champ. I think that'd be dope. Give it to Mox. Have him beat the shit out of Ospreay and have Ospreay, gotta scratch and claw back up and then win the world title from MJF. That would be a great story. Either way, yes. Ospreay, I have been a fan of this son of a bitch, God, for like 10 years now. I love me some Will Ospreay. Jon Moxley is great. I don't want to say he was my favorite member of the Shield. I don't really know who was my favorite member of the Shield. I think I just enjoyed them all equally. Mox has always been really, really fun to watch, though, whether it was his indie days, whether he was in WWE, whether he went back to the indies and GCW, and then we went to AEW. Like, I love me some Jon Moxley. He's very, very good to watch.
Even
not everybody's cup of tea at times. Huh?
Even New Japan for Moxley? Because he was in
New Japan Moxley. Fuck yeah, New Japan Moxley. And again, he is not everybody's cup of tea. Not even my cup of tea sometimes. He has his moments, but I do love me some Jon Moxley. And I really love me some Will Ospreay. Yes, I need it now. Now. Can we time skip, actually? Hey, Kushida, Hail Contra, can you come here and I can fucking time skip ahead and we could go to this weekend so I could just watch that shit now? Like, I need it 100%. Injected it in my veins, indubiously, unequivocally. Yes.
Oh, god damn. You know it's gonna be a good match when we got that yes going, folks. It is gonna be exciting. HeelBalor, I know this one is of particular importance to you. What do you make of the Continental Championship match?
As a Mox fan, as a big Billy Goat fan that I am, this is going to be insane. Just like B said, if it's any indication of what we had this past week with that insane chaos in Canada, which a hidden blade through a table I have never seen. That was the most insane stuff I have ever seen these past 2 years. Yes, it might be over exaggerating, but I don't give a crap. That entire match and that ending, everything was fun. Lily, I lost my voice. I was yelling so much. Yeah, I loved that match and it was great. If it's any indication what we're getting here, yes. I can't wait. I am so excited to see my guys tear the freaking house down. Big Moxley fan, big Ospreay fan. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Just, you can give it to Ospreay. I'd be fine with it, but at the same time, I don't think he needs the Continental Championship at all. Fan that he's probably going to lose this match and go on to the Owen and win that. John, maybe he loses and then he gets turned on by the Death Riders for all we know. Either way, the United Empire is going to show up again, and the Death Riders is going to show up again, and for all we know, we're going to freaking build this all the way to Wembley Stadium, and then we're going to have freaking Anarchy in the arena for all we know. I hope that's not the case, but I've seen far more wilder stuff. I'm going to go with Jon Moxley retaining. I don't know how he's going to do it. I feel like John's going to end up retaining the title through wild shenanigans. He's going to protect Ospreay in the end, but I think John is going to win. I don't think he's going to pin Ospreay. No, but I think Ospreay might pass out or something like that. There's a reason United Empire won this week, just to make the crowd happy and stuff like that. And I would not be upset if Ospreay won. I just don't think he needs the Continental Championship at all. He could lose it, like, maybe weeks after he wins it, just to get ready for the Owen and all that, which I think he's winning the Owen, and he should win the Owen. I don't think, Will Ospreay needs the title. That's the only reason I don't want him to win. You could do a DQ finish, that'd be freaking stupid. You could do a time on draw. It'd be cool, but I want to see an actual winner in this match. But either way, I'm going to be satisfied, I guess. I'm going to go with Jon Mox to retain the Continental Championship. That's my pick. I love Ospreay, but his moment will be coming very, 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 very soon. Just not with this one. I'm going with Jon Mox to retain.
Ooh, very interesting there. Honestly, with this match, this is going to be fucking incredible. Like, it just is. I mean, as you guys were saying, considering the stuff they pulled out on Dynamite, yeah, we are expecting something special. I mean, Jon Moxley, who's really been the heart and soul of AEW, taking on Will Ospreay, a guy who could realistically be considered the modern heart and soul of AEW. You put them together in the same match? Peak. Just peak. Fucking landfall aggro crab levels of peak. This is the kind of shit that you want to see. And honestly, this is the kind of match that should be a main event level match, but you know what? I don't care where they put it on the card. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Good thing you brought up the United Empire as well, because they've kinda also had a little bit of tension with Ospreay coming back, but I don't think that's gonna be too big of an issue. Also, Shadow Hinare, based fucking Hinare. Come on, AEW, can we get Hinare in AEW? You know what? Throw Hinare in the Casino Gauntlet match, because we need fucking Hinare. But seriously, though, this match between Moxley and Ospreay is going to be incredible. The story that has been built up makes so much sense, and my god, this is going to be incredible. Who do I have winning? Moxley. I think realistically, considering the story that they are probably about to tell with Ospreay soon, which I'm not surprised that's going to happen, but honestly, considering the story that they're probably about to be telling, I think it would make sense for Moxley to keep hold of the gold for just a little bit longer. Don't know when he'll drop the belt too, but honestly, I don't care. Just, Moxley's fucking awesome. Ospreay is fucking awesome. This is gonna be great. This just is gonna be great. But hey, speaking of great, this may be great, may not be great, but you know what? We'll never know until we see it. It is for the AEW World Tag Team titles, and it is Fear the Revolt, FTR, taking on Cope and Cage, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world for this match to happen, because, I mean, Copeland and Cage, they have their issues with FTR, and that piece of shit Stokely Hathaway. And very much, they want to kick their ass, so they're going to go at and kick their ass. It just makes a lot of sense in the world for that to happen. So, HeelBalor, what do you make of FTR versus Cope and Cage?
Well, I said this months ago this match was going to be happening, and it took a while to get here, but we're finally here. Edge and Christian, Father J, and the Rated R Superstar are going to be teaming up to go against FTR. Should be fun. Edge and Christian are winning. That's all I can say about that. I'm just glad Father J is going to be getting some gold. You know, and about time my dad gets some gold for him. And as for Edge, you know, he's growing his hair out very long. It's like we're back in 2011 again. Jeez Louise. Or got 2009, all that stuff. Just so crazy. He's growing his hair back out again. It's all long and all that. FTR, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but when they can go in the ring, they can go in the ring. This is going to be fun. But we're getting the tag champs in this one. And then afterwards, I think the Young Bucks are going to come out and stare down Edge and Christian. I'm going to groan on the inside. So that's what's going to happen. Edge and Christian are going to win the tag team championships. There you go.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it is Canada after all, so would make a lot of sense for them to give the belts in Canada. Based, what do you make of FTR versus Cope and Cage?
I think this match is also going to be fun. I do like FTR, and I also do like Christian Cage and Edge. I will not call him Adam Copeland. I think it's going to be great. I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I was telling Will last night, we were watching AEW, I will forever be mad that Christian never really got a fair shake in WWE as a main event guy. Christian has always been incredibly underrated. Christian has always been a great talent and very, very, very underrated. One of the greatest wrestlers of his generation. And he's still great. He's still got it, man. He is a wonderful worker. And I love watching Christian wrestle. I love watching his stuff in TNA. I love watching his stuff when he came back to WWE. I love watching this stuff now. Love watching this stuff back in the Attitude Era. It's very, very, very good. Christian is amazing. I personally do have Cope and Cage going over because, well, one, it's Canada. And two, I think you could do more with Cope and Cage as tag champs than you can with FTR at the moment. And, you know, like I said, it's Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Cope and Cage are going over, new tag champs.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't give less of a shit about FTR, but I definitely give a shit about Cope and Cage, because Cope and Cage are fucking awesome. Always loved me some Adam Copeland. Always fucking loved me some Edge. I mean, as a kid, growing up, watching WWE sort of thing, Edge was always one of my favorites. Even when he was a bad guy, he was just cool. He was just too cool to like. He was just that fucking cool that I was like, yeah, he's my fucking guy. He was my favorite for like a long time. And when he had to retire, it fucking sucked. But when he came back, oh, it felt so good. And his AEW run has been pretty good, to be honest. So I'm just glad he's doing some good stuff, to be honest. Christian Cage, of course, underrated as hell. His stuff in TNA has been great. And of course, Father J, yeah, always here for it. Yeah, FTR.
Love that.
I very much don't give much of a fuck about FTR nowadays, especially with fucking Stokely. And I got a bad feeling about what they might do in the near future when it comes to FTR and Stokely. And someone else that we'll bring up later. But still, this should be kind of interesting. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting this to be like the greatest match ever. I'm just expecting this match to be okay. And that's fine. Just an okay match is fine enough. Who have I got winning? Cope and Cage. It makes sense. It's Canada. Give the belts to Cope and Cage. Just let them have a good run with the belts. Let them have them till, like, I don't know, All In. And, yeah, just have Cope and Cage just be awesome. Simple as that. It may sound basic, but sometimes basic is good. I mean, just ask those people asking for bloody pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks. Basic is good. Then again, I'm not really a coffee guy myself. If I need bloody caffeine, I'd be more than happy having a bloody Russ Energy, or a Solo Energy, or a Red Bull, or a V. But still. But hey, maybe this next matchup might get some level of interest back in here, and I will say this one does look pretty exciting. It is for the Women's World Championship, and it is Tekla defending the belt against Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter has been someone who has been regularly in the world title scene. She's regularly been in it, but she's never really have had, I'd say, a fair shake. She just, she pops in for a little bit, then she's gone. She pops in for a little bit, then she's gone. That kind of thing. So, hey, at least Jamie Hayter's got something here. It's nice to see her get such an opportunity, but yeah, should be quite an interesting one. So, Based, what do you make of the Women's World Championship match?
I love watching both of these women wrestle. I love me some Jamie Hayter, and I love me some Tekla. I am very, very, very excited. I'm very much looking forward to this match. This is gonna fucking cook. I need them to go at least 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. Push that half hour, because this match is gonna be great. Who do I have winning? Definitely Tekla. I don't know how. I'd like to see the Haterade countered into a duck down into a spear. That would be cool as fuck. And then she fucking curb stomps her fucking shit in. That'd be rad. But I definitely have Tekla going over. Jamie Hayter's not winning. I do love me some Jamie Hayter, but it's gonna be Tekla, and it's gonna be a hell of a fucking battle, dude. I'm pumped. We don't hear the term battle of attrition a lot in wrestling anymore. This is gonna be a battle of attrition. This is gonna be so fucking good, and I'm very much ready. I want the best match these two could possibly muster And I know they're going to deliver. This is going to be great. I got Tekla going over, though. Absolutely. Women's World Champ, retaining strong. The Toxic Spider. Tekla. I do love me the Toxic Spider, Batman style, because that's my favorite Spider-Man villain.
You're fired.
What, man? It's just the Flash, right?
You're fired. You have not learned anything that I taught you.
Aquaman.
No.
Something Japanese Spider-Man. What? You don't know about Japanese Spider-Man, HeelBalor?
Oh, I know. Oh, I know about him.
Well, thank goodness you do, because you got some taste.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got some taste, too, because the Green Lantern is very base. That's my favorite Ant-Man villain.
Guys, educate Beast on superheroes, please.
Yeah, everybody in the comments, educate him, please. HeelBalor, what do you make of the AEW Women's World Championship match?
Well, as a big Tekla fan, I'm glad she's champion. And Jamie Hayter's always been great as well. She should definitely get another run on top as champ. I don't know why they didn't do it. Of course, I understand, there's more people out there to do it with. And, Tekla's champ, and it's been very fun, even though, she's vanquished Chris Statler into the underworld. Which, speaking of which, side now, freaking, now, you got Stats teaming up now with my other girl, Hikaru Shida. So I am very happy right now with what's going on. So if you're wondering where Stat is, that's where she is right now. She's teaming right now with, at least on Collision right now, she's teaming up with Shida. So I'm a happy man right now, seeing my girls together. So about freaking time. Anyways, this is gonna be fun, man. Jamie Hayter's always been great at what she does. Tekla's always been great at what she does. Like B said, it's gonna be a hoss fight. This is gonna be a physical battle, and I cannot wait to see these two tear each other apart once again. This is actually Tekla's first rivalry when she got into AEW, so I'm down to see it again. It's gonna be a fun match. Tekla's winning; she's not losing. And then afterwards, we're gonna hear a certain song. We're CEO, and then Mercedes Moné is gonna come out and stare down Tekla. That's what's going to happen. That's what I think's gonna happen. Tekla's winning. I love Jamie Hayter. She's great and all. Definitely should be a world champ again one day in the future. Tekla's winning, and then Mercedes Moné is returning. That's what I got.
Please no fucking Mercedes. Please no. You know what? Fair enough. Okay, this one should be quite an interesting one. I mean, Jamie Hayter is so fucking underrated. She really is. And she's deserving of big opportunities. She really is, but she hasn't really, gotten much as of late. I mean, we know why. She catches the injury bug way too much, which is a fucking shame, but still, I really hope Jamie Hayter gets something interesting happening soon. Tekla's fucking awesome. She really is, and say what you will about her, she's fucking rad, and the Triangle of Madness, fucking awesome. So, who I got winning this? Tekla. I think realistically it does make sense with Tekla to get the win, get on top, be dominant, that kind of thing. It does make a whole lot of sense. And no, we are not doing fucking Mercedes Moné. We're not doing that. We don't need that shit. We don't.
Imagine them doing that. I think that's where they're heading, sadly. I want to see your reaction. That's the only reason I kind of went. Plus, that should be pretty fun. But to see your reaction be hilarious.
Oh God, I would not be happy to see that. But thank goodness she lost all her belts. Thank goodness. I'm a happy man about that, but still. No more Mercedes right now. No more. But yeah, Tekla's got this. Tekla has got this 100%. Oh man, but now we got ourselves to the main event. The big one. And oh boy, there's a lot of feelings I think we all are about to have with this match here, folks. It's for the AEW World Championship, and it is the challenger, Kenny Omega, taking on the champion, MJF. Right, of course MJF is still the fucking champion. And considering the fact that Ronda Rousey showed up in the same show where he fucking retained the belt, it's like, of course AEW would have all the fucking problematic people involved, because, let's be honest here, people, MJF is as problematic can get. Oh, God. But, hey, at least it's Kenny Omega. At least we got Kenny Omega here, because Kenny Omega is based as fuck. And it's in Canada, so should be quite an interesting one at least. But, you know what, there is a little bit of a built-in story here, because when Max had his first run as AEW World Champion, a reign that should have not happened, but it did, so there we are. When that happened, you know one of the matches that was on it? Kenny Omega versus MJF. They've battled before. In fact, that match was actually to keep Kenny's title reign sort of streak alive. But that didn't happen. So now, years later, the rematch. This should be quite an interesting one. HeelBalor, I'll start with you here. What do you make of the AEW World Championship match?
Their first match many years ago on Collision was incredible. I remember where I was. I remember my reaction to it. It was so good. MJ was a face back then. Kenny Omega was, I believe he was a face too as well. He's trying to stop MJF from breaking his record. Lo and behold, MJF did break the record, becoming the longest reigning AEW World Champion of all time. Now, fast forward a few years later, MJF is once again the World Heavyweight Champion. And now Kenny Omega is coming for the gold and all that. We got the devil versus the god of professional wrestling. I am really looking forward to this. Just let them go out there and put on maybe 40 minutes to an hour. I like how they're bringing the real life thing of like Kenny, what he went through and all that. The diverticulitis, he could die any minute, which is insane, and it's true. So please be safe out there, Kenneth. The promo Kenny cut this past week on the Golem Show Diamond was very good. The way he just V-triggered the world champion into oblivion and then basically stepped on his hand and took the diamond ring and then did the whole shebang, goodbye and good night stuff was just awesome. Just as you can tell, I am very, very hyped for this match. I can't wait. I'm gonna sit down and just enjoy it. Let them cook. MJF has been doing great as well. Now who's gonna win? I want Kenny Omega to win this match for one reason. And that reason concerns Will Ospreay. I want Kenny Omega to win the World Championship so we can get him and Will Ospreay in Wembley, round 3, and just sell that son of a gun out. Please. And plus it'd be fun, and they put on great matches before. On the other hand, I could see, MJF and, him retain the World Championship. He holds us all the way to Wembley, which I did say back in December is a possibility. Could happen. I am just so excited to see these two go at it. Who do I have winning? Again, as much as I do want Kenny to win, MJF is going to retain the World Championship. How is MJF going to retain the World Championship? I'll tell you how he's going to retain the World title. There's going to be a ref bump. There's going to be some weird shenanigans going to be going down. And then out of nowhere, we're going to see some hooded figure or whatever. You see, maybe the lights are going to go out, whatever. Then all of a sudden, we're going to see someone deliver a foot stomp to Kenny Omega many times. Many, not just one. Many times to cause blood. Yes, blood. So they keep bringing up Kenny like diverticulitis and all that he could, all that stuff, what he went through. I think we're going to see the return of Swerve Strickland. And he's going to, brutally, viciously, violently destroy Kenny Omega. Probably after the bell, too, when we go off the air. I'm just going to retain the world title thanks to help from Swerve Strickland and all that. And that's what they're going to go with. Remember, Swerve couldn't take the EVP title away from Kenny, so what better way can he ruin the guy's life than by taking away the one thing that Kenny wants back, and that's the AEW World Championship. I think this is where we see the return of Swerve Strickland. He's going to obliterate Kenny Omega to the point where he won't be able to kick out of anything, or even move. And then MJF's going to cover him. He's going to, drape an arm over him for all we know. And MJF's retaining the World Championship. And maybe if we don't end the show with Swerve beating the crap out of him, out of Kenny, we're going to see the show end off with Darby Allin confronting MJF, and that'll set up Double or Nothing for next month. I'm going with MJF to retain the World Championship.
So what you're saying here is that Swerve would side with MJF. That's a very problematic idea.
No. He's not siding with MJF. his hatred for Kenny Omega is so much that he's going to help MJF retain the World Championship. He won't care about MJF. He probably still wants the World Championship, but he wants Kenny Omega gone out of the picture. So he's going to take care of Kenny first, very, very brutally, and then he's going to come for the World Championship, whoever it may be. Whoever leaves Wembley or whoever leaves as World Champion, that's who I think what will happen with Swerve. I think he's going to cost Kenny. Brutally cost Kenny.
Well, that's way better of an idea than putting Swerve with MJF. That would be problematic as hell. Beast, what do you make here of the AEW World Title match?
This is going to be great. I loved watching them wrestle on Collision a few years ago. And I'm going to love this match here. Do I want Kenny to win? Absolutely, so we can get Kenny Ospreay 3 at Wembley. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I think MJF is retaining. I also think with help of Swerve Strickland, and it's not to do with, again, it's not for siding with MJF. MJF doesn't matter in this scenario with Swerve Strickland. Swerve is blinded by hatred for Kenny Omega so much that he's going to cost Kenny the one thing that he wants and to get back at him in the ultimate way and cost him the world championship, and that's going to lead to Kenny and Swerve. MJF is a vehicle at this point for Swerve Strickland. Like, he doesn't really care about MJF, right? He's just, if he has to help MJF win, he has to help MJF win. He's just doing it to cost Kenny because he hates Kenny so much. Exactly. MJ, because he swerves when he drives, yeah. Because MJF doesn't matter to Swerve Strickland. All he cares about is just costing Kenny. He hates Kenny that much. I do think that is what's going to happen. Would I prefer it to just be regular one-on-one and Kenny to retain, or Kenny to win rather, and then we get Ospreay Kenny 3 at Wembley? Abso-fucking-lutely. Would I prefer it to be regular one-on-one and MJF to retain, and then we get MJF Ospreay at Wembley? Absolutely. I don't really like dusty finishes a lot to end pay-per-views unless they do it in the right way, and I think this would be the right way to do it. If they're going to have a dusty finish, it has to be this way. I got MJF winning, and I do have it to be with help of Swerve Strickland, absolutely. Because, again, Swerve isn't siding with MJF. He's just costing Kenny because he hates Kenny that fucking much. That's what I got. And then I do got MJF and Darby at Double or Nothing, and then I got MJF Ospreay at Wembley.
Oh, boy, folks. Oh, boy. You heard what they got to say. Now we get to me, and... oh, boy. So, yeah, there is that built-in story of how, a few years back, they had their match to determine, who would be the longest AEW World Champion? And we know how that played out. This is the rematch to that. This is where Kenny wants to get his revenge, and this is where Max wants to cement himself as Senor Bastard. I mean, he screwed over Hangman Page. He screwed that over for him, and now pretty much Hangman... he's pretty much fucked. I don't see him ever being like a main event guy ever again at this point. Sorry, Hangman fans. But they fucked him over by keeping the belt on Max. But still, I mean, you all know what I have to say about MJF. Problematic as fuck. Don't fucking like the guy. Can't stand him. Simple as that. Kenny Omega. I fucking love the guy. I fucking love watching a good Kenny Omega match. Omega's stuff is incredible, and Omega legitimately, he is the kind of guy who you can have as a face of the company, and he absolutely has been for AEW. He really has been. Is this match going to be good? I mean, I'm going to be honest here. After MJF has been like on top of AEW sort of thing these past few months, I've really fallen off with AEW because of that, because, like, they just keep making problematic decisions and bringing in more problematic people. I mean, if people out here complaining about WWE bringing in guys like Brock Lesnar and shit like that, then why the fuck are you not complaining about AEW bringing in people like Ronda and having MJF as the top champion? I don't get that. I really don't fucking get that, people. Both companies have problematic fucking people involved. Simple as that. But, yeah. Honestly, who do I have winning? On my notes, it says that Kenny Omega wins. And that's obviously for my whole anyone but MJF stance. Absolutely. But I've just got this bad fucking feeling. Cause, like, you remember how, like, a few weeks back, how Max was having that little chat with the Don Callis family? And how, like, as well, like, FTR, they very much will be down in the dumps after they lose the tag titles. I've got this bad feeling that that after Takeshita gets removed from the Don Callis family, and now that Fletcher's out, that Don Callis will be like, you know what, Stokely, FTR, MJF, welcome to the family. I've got a bad feeling that they legitimately could bring MJF and FTR into the Don Callis family, and I would fucking hate it. Especially putting MJF near Okada, and you know how problematic that's gonna get. I mean, considering how WWE handled when fucking Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura had their feud, I've got a bad feeling that AEW might do similar fucking shit when it comes like having Okada and MJF near each other. I've got a bad feeling about that. So honestly, please do not put MJF in the Don Callis family. Do not. And also do not put FTR in the Don Callis family. Do not. And also don't put Swerve near MJF. Please no. I just... That would be a very bad look. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm going to keep with my notes. And I'm going to say Kenny wins. Because I'm going to be brutally honest here. We already did the fucking Ospreay MJF, Raw America storyline. We already fucking did that 2 years ago. We don't need to do it again. We don't need to. Doesn't matter if it's on the world title. We don't need to do that shit again. If I'm AEW, I would be better off doing either Kenny or Darby versus Ospreay. That's a match I would pay money to see. I would want to see Omega or Darby versus Ospreay. Either one of those matches would be fucking awesome. Are we gonna get that? Probably not, because this is AEW, and AEW seems to be grabbing up problematic people like Pokemon cards and using them in ways that they shouldn't be. But still, I personally would have Kenny Omega win. I wouldn't be surprised if Max won, and I wouldn't be surprised if he joined the Don Callis family. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. And if he did join the Don Callis family, you heard it here first from me. Because I just got this bad feeling they might do it. Oh, Lord. Well, hey, Dynasty overall looks to be an incredible show. And I think we can all absolutely agree that Dynasty is going to be a lot of fun. That's a show, right, guys?
Oh, 100 goddamn %. I am very much. I'm honestly looking forward to Dynasty more than I am Rebellion, but Rebellion looks like a stacked show too, and Dynasty looks incredibly fucking stacked. However, I'm telling you, man, hey man, you know what would make you and Will the happiest people in the world is if there was a tag team of MJF and Eddie Edwards down the line.
Please no.
Please God no.
Yes.
Please God.
Yes.
I would need like 50 cans of fucking hard rated in order to get through that.
We'll put Cody Rhodes in the freaking Birthright or something like that. Or Cody Rhodes,
dear Lord.
Or Cody Rhodes can go out there and join like in the Vanity Project. Oh God, please no.
Cody Rhodes, MJF, and Eddie Edwards in a stable would be the worst.
Oh God. Please no.
That would pretty much be all three of our nightmares, folks. It really
literally.
Add David Finlay to that thing. Good God.
Oh my God. Oh, it's over. It's over.
It's done. Put the fries in the bag. It's done.
I bet you someone's going to be making that in 2K now that they've heard this idea.
Guarantee you.
Oh, Lord. But, yeah. I mean, we will be talking about Cody Rhodes very soon up, because, I mean, the next episode, folks, whoa, WrestleMania. I'll tell you, that's going to be a
Hey.
fun one. We cannot
Hey.
wait to join you all for the WrestleMania podcast. It's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a good one. So, who would like to do the outro this week?
May I see us off?
Go ahead.
All right, and Beast, go right ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we hope you enjoyed this wonderful episode of the Losers Lounge podcast, where when worlds collide, SpongeBob caveman robot style, when worlds collide, Power Man 5000 also style, where we talked about TNA Rebellion and AEW Dynasty. Both shows look absolutely stacked. We hope you enjoy watching them both, and we will see you next week for the WrestleMania podcast. But never forget that we are the losers, and this is our lounge. Too sweet. Peace out. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.